Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Peter, all the way from South Africa. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning Savi, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Your love and your presence is highly appreciated over here. So it's been a couple of days since we witnessed the crowning of the Miss Universe Philippines 2022. So before we wrap up the whole thing, before we wrap up the whole season of Miss Universe Philippines 2022, which it was my first time covering the whole pageant, we need to talk about the show. We need to talk about everything that happened over there. Not necessarily everything, but I've got things that I highlighted that I want to talk about here, and so that we can move on to some of the things that we have to talk about. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. So as I said, I'm gonna be telling you my own opinion about the Miss Universe Philippines 2022 edition. Firstly, I would say, if I'm not mistaken, and I stand here to be corrected, right? If I'm not mistaken, the new organization that took over did not have the opportunity to actually have a live show, a live audience, right? So this is the first time since they took over 2 years ago. Since the whole COVID thing, everything is just, my time is just messed up. So I think it's been 2 years. I think you agree with me on that. So it's been 2 years since they actually took over. So this is the first time they pull off a show. And as I said, I'm going to be talking about that show and see if I agree or disagree with the show, okay? So the first thing that I want to discuss is the opening act, or the opening as a whole. So firstly, the opening was not out of this world. It was not something that we have never seen before, but, please listen to me, it was something that was refreshing. The wings was something that is unique. It was the colors, and I love the fact that they were not outstaged by the stage, or outdone by the stage. So everything that they were wearing, the clothing, you have seen for a couple of years now, the opening acts are just boring dresses and stuff like that, but I have to commend them with the opening act. They pull off a beautiful opening act. The contestants were feeling themselves, they were fresh, they looked happy, they looked like they were all winners already, and I felt connected with the whole thing. So I was really happy. And obviously it's been 2 years, so we've been waiting for a show that will be mind-blowing, and that was what I was getting for the opening act, and it kept me glued to my screen, and I was like, okay, if it starts with a bang like this, it's going to be fire from start to end. I was very confident from the beginning. I mean, you watched Miss World. Miss World has had 3 years or something like that to have a fantastic show, but they had a crappy show ever. I've never seen such a crap show in my life. But Miss Universe Philippines organization said, okay sister, I'm gonna show you. So moving right along, we've covered the opening act. I loved it. I can easily give it 10 out of 10. So the stage and the lights. What do I think about it? The stage was minimal. I love minimal because it's not about the stage, it's about the contestants. So the stage was minimal. It had very high screens at the back, which were beautiful. Everything that was shown on the screen was just beautiful. It was not overpowering the contestants. And the way they elongated the screens made us to focus to the contestants with a beautiful background, right? And the runway was fantastic. I said it before, when everyone was complaining about the prelims stage and the runway. Obviously the runway was too short. I was also complaining about the runway, but I said it that wait until Miss Universe Philippines coronation night, and then I'm telling you they're going to pull up a very well organized runway. And I said it, and it was well organized. That runway was fantastic. I loved it. It was long enough. We had time to see each and every candidate strutting down to that runway. I was so excited to have an opportunity to see the contestants as if I was sitting in front of them. Even if I was sitting in front of my screen, I felt like I was there inside. I was there in the show area. So that is what I can say to you. The lighting was fantastic. It was top notch. I mean, I don't know. Can they give other countries some recipes? Because I'm telling you, if it's not Philippines, the Philippines or what you call Thailand, I cannot think about any other country that has a good lighting. I'm telling you right now. Yes, sometimes South Africa has got it right and sometimes they don't get it right with the lighting, because, I mean, if you give me a crappy lighting, what do you expect me to do? Do I take my lighter and light the screen? It's not gonna work. It doesn't work. So that's about it. Lighting, stage-wise, background screens, and the stage was not cluttered. Giving it 10 out of 10. I'm telling you, I loved it. I love a stage that is not busy. I want to see the contestants. I don't want to see a singer that is running around in front of the contestants and stuff like that. Loved it. I loved it. Moving right along, the presenters or the hosts. The hosts were Demi, Pia, and Iris. Loved their combination, and I loved the energy. I loved how they were like sisters. They are pageant sisters, and you could see from the interaction that they were actually enjoying each other. They like blood sisters. They've got that blood sister thing going on. They're like, I was crowned by you, and you crowned this one, and this one crowned another Filipino. And I was so excited. It felt so good. They were beautiful. The garments were to die for. The Filipino designers, guys, the Philippines is mad as hell when it comes to designing. They designed the most iconic dresses for the hosts. I'm not even talking about the contestants, I'm talking about the hosts right now. The hosts would go straight down the runway, they would just win. Okay? They can just be given the crowns back again as Miss Universe. I was so happy with them. And I hope they will use them again. I mean, I'm moving right along. The entertainment was out of this world. I have only one critique about one entertainer. I think he was having problems with her vocals. But other than that, I'm not gonna name him. I mean, singers, I'm not a singer, but I know that sometimes they have problems with performing live. And with all the preparations and practicing or rehearsing or doing all that, that means you're straining your voice. I am straining my voice right now by talking, because you're talking and talking and talking, and your voice is actually getting straight. So hold it right there so that I can lubricate over here. So I've lubricated and we are moving right along. Oh, another thing on the entertainment part, I love the fact that they were not all over the stage. They were given time and they were out and they're coming back and they were out. I love the fact that they were just entertainment, not busyness in the middle of the whole thing, okay? And there's one female singer, if I am pronouncing her right, she blew me off. And I tried to actually upload my reaction video on her performance, but copyright and stuff, it's giving me problems in South Africa. So let me know if you know what is going on with the copyright with the whole show, because I think I posted two. I think I posted one, which is the reaction video, and it was copyrighted, but there was not, they didn't block the video and stuff like that. So it was able to go off, and I couldn't monetize it on or whatever. And I don't mind that, but let me know if you know anything about the copyright problems that we're experiencing with the show. So moving right along. So the show as a whole, if I may say, the show as a whole, I would like to say the show was fantastic. The show was out of this world. I was so excited and I got what I wanted. My excitement was not met with disappointment. I was really not disappointed at all. I was just excited. I was happy with the show. They pulled off a good show. I cannot wait for next year's show, because if they give me this, then that means another show that is coming is going to be way better than the show that they gave us. And other people were actually having problems with the ads. There were too many ads and stuff like that. With a show like that, definitely there will be a lot of ads, and those ads will pay a huge amount. And for me, I didn't have a problem, because I set aside the whole day that today I'm going to be watching Miss Universe Philippines and I don't want anything else. And I'm going to be editing afterwards and doing everything that has to do with Miss Universe Philippines. So I was not interrupted and I was happy and I was fine. So that's about it with that. So moving right along, I thought this video was not going to be long, but it looks like it's going to be long. But if you're still watching here, thank you so much. Moving right along, the Q&A, a lot of people find the Q&A to be so easy. The questions were easy, and only one person, which is Baguio City, was given an unfair question. There isn't unfair question. There is no easy question. If you're standing right in front of the crowd, you are on stage, trust you me, the easiest question, you might fuck it off. It might not be the right answer that you're giving, because you are scared, or you are very anxious, and you're trying to find words, and everyone is looking at you, and you've got this time, you've got seconds to answer this question, and there is no time for you to be thinking about other ways and nice questions and stuff like that. And a lot of them, they answered very simple. They answered with simple answers, and I loved it, because it was relatable. I don't want the pageant, petty answers with all these bombastic words and whatever. I love the answers. The answers were unique, were fresh, were relatable. I could wake up tomorrow and answer the same thing, you see? Or answer something different, or something, you answer the same thing with some different wording, but you are not coming out as rehearsed or pageant petty. That's what I got. So if you think that the questions were like kindergarten stuff, I don't know if you have ever stand in front of thousands or hundreds of people and you had to answer questions within 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever. I'm just saying. Moving right along, the contestants, I felt like the contestants were happy at the beginning, and it was fun and whatever, but then after they cut off and they started doing the whole show and Q&A and all of that, I felt like some of them were really, really scared or really anxious. I don't want to use the word scared, because they were not scared. It was just that it was like a panic or anxiousness or something like that, but it was like a stage fright, something like that. But overall, I feel like some of them did really, really great, and I definitely loved everything. So it was top 16, then top 10, then top 5. Then after that, they were choosing candidates that Miss Tourism, if I'm not mistaken, and the fourth and the third and the second runner-up, or something like that. I don't remember right, guys, but it's not important for this video. I was not making researches to do that. It seems like I was not watching the show, but I was watching the show, but that was the case. But I loved, going back to the swimsuit, I love the swimsuits because they were not with the bloody capes that we've been seeing so many times, and I'm so over the cape nonsense. I love the fact that they had these beautiful jackets and then you can take it off and you just, I loved it, guys. It was fantastic. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. And the winner for me is a total package. The overall package, she is going to do well, and I feel it in my heart. She might bring the 5th crown for the Philippines. Obviously, I want my country to have its 4th crown, but if we've got people like Celeste right now, I mean, we need to have someone who is going to actually compete with Celeste. Celeste is just a total package. She's unique. She's not pageant petty. She's herself all the time, and she's beautiful on top of that. And you can tell that she's down to earth and she's warm. She's fun around the girls and stuff like that. So I would wish to see her rising to the top. I don't want to lie. I'm not buying face whatever. If she was not my favorite, I would have said right now that no, I don't think she's going to make it. But I think Celeste is going to make it. You know me, I loved Miss Oriental a lot, and I loved her so much, but she needs to work on herself before she can come back again. Whatever. But I will do another video that I will be talking about all those stuff. But for now, this is what I'm talking about. So this is it, guys. I have covered everything that I wanted to cover, and I want to say thank you so much for allowing me as a content creator, as a vlogger, to cover Miss Universe Philippines without any hate. Yes, I do receive one or two people who are just sick, but overall, each and every one of you who came and supported this channel and subscribed, thank you so much. I had fun covering Miss Universe Philippines 2022 edition, and also I got a lot of requests, people requesting me to cover Binibining Filipinas and Filipinas, and I would like to say yes, thank you so much for the invite. I am definitely going to cover, and I am busy with my research right now. I have watched the show before, but I need to familiarize myself with certain things that are happening in the show and how they select their winners. So thank you so much. This is it, and I'll see you on my next video. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. Don't leave here without subscribing, otherwise we're going to fight. We're just going to fight, okay? I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic one.